Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Apocalypse in our Final Federation series. We have eliminated the 2 Leviathans that were in our territory, and now we are just looking around for what remaining systems we have to capture. There are a few planets up here that I'd really like to gain, so we're going to try to. Once we have these Unity ambitions available to us, we might have a stronger chance. We're still working through our Ascension perks, but those will give us the ability to do a whole bunch of things that will free up what we've been spending our influence on. All right, let's see. What are you doing and why? I guess you just need to auto-explore.
Species modification has concluded.
Nice. So the Zulu Kako have been modified. And believe it or not, that's still not all of the folks that I have in my empire. So, the whole Fear have a Unity output boost and they're conformists. We could reduce their consumer goods cost. Let's do that. Let's apply this template to their entire population. It'll be done in 6 months. Orbital research mandate is 1 station away from being completed. That'll help with our Unity a little bit. Upgrades are happening. We have brand new combat computers, basically psychic combat computers on our ships that are going live right now. Very excited about this. Also, we can finally terraform. I forgot about this. We can finally terraform our tomb worlds and just other not ideal human planets. So if it's mainly a human colony, which this one is, we can make it suitable for everyone. Wow, you've done a lot of expansion. I need to add more to you. Let's do a visitor center there. And how about we do a mineral processing plant there? And do we need an energy matrix? No, we don't, but a stronghold would give me a little bit of extra unity, so let's do that for that tile there. We've been building a brand new... Okay, in 80 days now, we'll have room to do more anchorages, which will solve our naval capacity issue. I think we have anchorages building on a couple of other stations as well.
Construction completed.
But we have room for several more stations too, so I may as well do this in multiple locations.
Ship upgrades applied.
Like, K-Hines could be another anchorage. Why not? You know? Just makes sense. Beta Hydri. Let's go ahead and upgrade and make this a trade station. Make this another anchorage here. I just think it makes too much sense now that I'm looking at it. I've got so much starbase cap.
Completed.
We can completely reverse that naval capacity situation within an episode or 2. Yeah, physics lab upgrade is fine.
Species modification has concluded.
Alright, so we're working on Ascension perks. That's going to be done in 47 months. Is it worth doing any more? The Ascension perks are not going while I'm doing these projects, so I'm having to keep an eye on that. Yeah, I mean, I've got a few more. I think I'm mostly good. Let's apply this template to the conquest. It's going to take 6 months, but then after this, we're going to be done. I just don't want them to have that sedentary trait. All right, we are at 105 influence available. Between whom? Antigon Chive and the Xanor Theocracy. That's been happening forever and a day. You know, we need to go ahead and get the Aquilom system in our territory. So let's do that. And there's several things out here that need to be built. And it also looks like we need to go ahead and add to the Revic system before we go over on our core worlds. Good. Things are really progressing quite smoothly here. The XT49 eliminators are probably quite inferior. The naval capacity is equivalent, but they are inferior to us in just about every other way they can be. Alright, let's go ahead and get these anchorages built. And then I can do a resource silo down here, which makes a lot of sense. Once one more anchorage is built, I think, yeah, we will have our naval capacity situation resolved. Right now, that is... Yeah, it's actually...
Ship upgrades applied.
Maintenance is only being increased by
Species
1% right now because we're not that
modification has
bad.
concluded.
All right, phase disruptor is done. Species modification's done. Just lots happening at once. Very good. Jump drive would definitely welcome the unbidden into the game. I don't know that I'm ready for that yet. Why don't we go ahead and go for faster energy weapon attack speeds? We're starting to get into endgame technologies a little bit. Not a problem, no.
Ship upgrades applied. Ship upgrades applied. A new world has been colonized.
Alright, I'm not sure which world that was. But I do need to go in soon-ish. Hang on. Let's add you. All of my construction ships are quite busy now. And then you have, I'm guessing, nowhere to go? Why don't you come on home? I'll give you something to do. Alright, that's right. I need that construction ship. We actually... Yeah, we need to add these to this sector. Talked about that at the end of the last episode. Alright, several research agreements just timed out. Let's see. Offer trade deal, research agreements. Do we really need it for that long? Why don't we just say for 10 years? And then the Zulukako star regime. Yeah, they are really not that useful to me. Go to our committee. Confirm. And then one more. I need to check my diplomatic situation with these empires as well. I haven't done that in a while. So it might be worth doing. All right, so those offers have been made.
Construction completed.
All right, so... Okay, so those have all been accepted. That'll make sure that our influence stays nice and high. So that we can continue to expand as rapidly as we've been expanding. We can multitask a little bit. There's no reason not to go ahead, now that the First and Second Fleet are ready, there's no reason not to go ahead and consider attacking the XT-49 Eliminators. I would particularly like the Asmore system, just so that we can move ships into... I mean, that gateway is just... It's so tempting, and I'm about to have a gateway up here in a very good position. And also I have that wormhole that I forgot about. Leads into the Zulukako territory. They're not quite interested in... Yeah, let's start taking a close look at this prospect. We're going to do a couple of things, actually. I do need to look at my diplomatic options for all of my associate empires. Let's go ahead and get Marauder missiles researched. So let's go to contacts, and we just want to look at empires for now. Let's look at those that have a good opinion of us. The Altour Committee. Lock-in mechanists are... Now, these guys are associated with us. They don't like that our war philosophy forbids wars of aggression. One thing I could do... I could offer a pretty good deal to these guys right now. In the form of an instant transfer. Alright, let's see how much that changes their opinion of us. right now, it's at negative 99. Their opinion is at 190. All right, so they've accepted. It's at 222 now, and that didn't change the acceptance of the Federation proposal too much. But they...
Construction completed.
Yeah, it's just the... It's the war policy that's problematic for most of the other species on the map. So I think we might have to go ahead and think about that. All right, so you want to give me back some of my energy credits in exchange for some food. Sure, that's fine.
Applied.
All right, good. So we got some unity for building those research stations. That was a long time coming. Okay. Interesting. Latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Xanar species, according to leaked reports from authorities in the Xanar theocracy. This must be a fairly recent development, since we have no record of Xanarians ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to the leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Xanar species as a whole. Scientists in the Xanar theocracy have offered no explanation. The Xanar population within our borders have begun exhibiting similar changes as well, so whatever is happening to their species is not localized to any single region of space. Yes, we can sense their psychic emanations. Very good. So that means, let's go back. Yeah. Oh, interesting. These guys have... It's not showing anything yet, but maybe it will eventually. Okay, so back to what we were looking at. We were looking at this. The Galactic Polysimus Empire. Alright, they are already associates of ours. We have a migration treaty with these guys. The Hofir Coalition, we have a migration treaty with them. I could declare them a rival, but I'm not going to do that. There's no reason to do that. We have a migration treaty with the Free Conversam Commissariat. Do we have one with you guys? Not quite. What's your reasons for your... Oh, they're slaving despots, of course. Alright. Great Lock Combine. It's mainly distance for the Great Lock Combine. Alright, so I think, yeah, that answers that question. So there's that. Let's take a close look now at where we need to be positioning our fleets. Let's go ahead and move that fleet in there. Now, I could do this a couple different ways. We could attack them from different sides, which would force them to split their response to us. Also, I think I want to go ahead and start upgrading Imdar because reasons. Alright, in just a few days we'll be able to upgrade this as well. Done. Alright, so
anomalous readings registered.
We are building up some new anchorages out here. Actually, no, Beta Hydri is not going to do anchorages. They're going to do trading hubs. That should really help my energy income, as a matter of fact. We are out of resources, actually.
Construction completed.
Anchorage. Go. Nice. One species native to Okul 3 has, according to the NSS Tsiolkovsky, orbiting the planet, achieved a tentative mastery of the planet. Science Officer Samuel Smith Jr. proposes that we should monitor the development closely and maybe even help them along if possible. Yes, we have that knowledge. Alright, so these are pre-sapient. Alright, that's unfortunate, but we might be able to help them ascend, which would be cool. Alright, we did add Hokrai, and I need to add that to this sector. Very good. Let's go ahead and add this system to our territory so that we don't have pirates spawning.
System survey concluded.
When this finishes building, our piracy risk should go down a little bit. Alright, so we've got some Polysimus refugees and some Silk's tax refugees. Really? And Zixloop. Interesting. That's a bunch of... Wow. That's a bunch of new species to add to my territory. That's great news. So let's do a mining network for you. That's wonderful. Autochthon monuments, and then... power plants. Mining network. That means Akram Prime with all those different species on it is really going to go nuts as far as its growth. Great news. Alright, so... Yay for refugees. That worked out. Now, do I have a colony ship on the way to Akalum? I don't think I do. So let's go ahead and colonize from... What's that world? Oreb? I guess Oreb isn't done colonizing yet, but Akram is. We don't quite have the resources to do this, but we will in a moment. I'm going to put the colony ship probably right there.
Construction completed.
Ah, I hate when it does that. Made me feel like I had a unity
Construction completed.
or an ambition ready. All right, so we're going to increase our army damage by 25%, which may or may not be useful to us in the coming war. We'll see. There's Oreb. That gives us a little bit more energy income. Oh, wait, no. Not war games, not yet. Actually, fleet command limit increased by 20 and fire rate increased by 10. That does sound like something I need first. Let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to take a look at our fleets, as a matter of fact. Fleet manager. So right now you're of 160. Remind me which of these. I think the Lionheart is the big damage dealer. Yes, it is. So we're going to have 2 Lionheart. We've already got a Titan, so I don't need 2 Agrippa class. And then the second fleets. Do another Defiant class, and that'll be that. Okay, so with that being done, and that just came straight from an Ascension perk, now we need to wait for a bit while our minerals come back in. Actually, let's take a quick look at what we're currently... You know what, I actually think we need to... Is it 5,000 in order to get the research boost back? I think it's 5,000. It is. So let's wait 5 days and get that back. Nice.
Construction
Still 31
completed.
months away from Unity Ambitions and our research-based Ascension perk. Things going pretty well over here. Still need more upgrades done. That's one of the things that's keeping our mineral income nice and low, but it's ultimately going to help with our naval capacity, especially since we're about to expand our fleets. Alright, so that system's been added. I think that's in the Abskyki sector. Done. And so with that, let's go ahead and build that research station, and then we've got enough, or we will in just a bit,
System survey
to
concluded.
build that starbase. Alright, so we've had another science ship that needs to come home. Alright, you don't have anything to do now. So, let's take a quick look at our research output on our core worlds. Actually, the best way to do this would be to look here. Alright. Torville Prime is one of the best research worlds, and then it looks like Keakaro Prime is kind of a contender. So Torville Prime is the main one that I need to send a science ship to. the percentage boost that you get from assist research would be best here. And that's right there. So that's not even that far. Okay, you're returning to Brink Station. I don't need you there, but what I do need... What was the other... It wasn't Trappist, was it? No, it might have been Trappist Secundus. No, it was Keikaro. And then one more. You figure out which one. Probably Sirius Prime. Or, actually, you know what? I kind of like the idea of going to Beta Hydri Prime, because that planet's still growing. So there could still be changes, and that's a really big society boost that I would get. So you assist research there. Perfect. All right, so they're going to take a while to get there. But once they're there, things should improve. Now there's a colony ship on the way for Akalam. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Great Lock Combine, has been destroyed by its enemies. Yeah, it was right there. Shame, shame. Okay, so Second Fleet has started to position itself in the appropriate locations. I do need to reinforce them, but I want to wait until... Let's go ahead and do a Starhold upgrade there. I want to have slightly better stations as well. I am considering myself on rails at this point. All I need is to get my fleets reinforced and my stations built up, and we're going to jump in to attack the XC-49 Eliminators. Epic Station's building a missile battery. Very nice. Target uplink computer would probably be a good idea. Let's do a defense grid supercomputer, though. Trade deal offer. That's a lot of energy. Sure. So how are we doing on our... Pirates sighted. So the Okul system did actually get some pirates in it. That's actually really annoying. So we need to intercept them with this fleet. It's not going to take them too long. But we weren't able to get a construction ship there in time. So while that's happening, I guess I can go ahead and continue to expand in this direction. Any other construction ships that aren't... I just knew that was going to happen. That's the one thing.
Upgrades applied.
Okay, we do have access to the Shroud. Let's go ahead and communicate. We see and yet we do not see. There is so much to learn about this place. Reach into the Shroud. A shard of perfect crystal floats here, rotating slowly around its own axis. As we approach, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Well, increased influence has a high probability of success. Let's go ahead and take that, shall we? Empire influence gain plus 30%. Boom. We're now making 7.75 influence per month, which is huge. That also is ideal because that's what we need the most of at the moment.
Ship upgrades applied.
First fleet's on the way.
We have lost a mining station.
Yeah, I can see that.
Is under assault.
Thanks. That's really helpful information. That I'm losing things that I can literally see myself losing.
We have lost a research station.
All right. Let's take a quick look here. Done. Still waiting on some pops to grow in there. That's fine. Yeah, those two colonies are going to be huge for this sector, because this sector doesn't have... I guess it does have a good number of planets. It does. And we still need to add Skad and Rodanev to this territory. Holy crap, yeah, we're making influence really fast now.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Which knowledge, though? Good, Marauder missiles. Let's go ahead and do Corps of Engineers. That'll help with our starbase building, given that we're doing so much at once. And then the first fleet is almost to Okul, finally. They're in Epsilon Indy now, jumping to Nikor. Nikor is a small system. Let's go ahead and reinforce the first fleet. Ah, Vivesandia Superior refugees have arrived.
Construction completed.
Interesting. So they have been messing with genetic modification if they're called Vivesandia Superior. Matter of fact, that might be why they're refugees. Okay.
Engaging hostile station.
Pirate station raided. So we got some minerals and energy credits. Killed the pirate station actually before we... No. Yeah, we killed that thing before we did anything else. Let's go ahead and build a starbase. And we need one of our science ships. I think there was some debris there. Oh, no, there wasn't. Just kidding.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Is that gateway repaired yet? Yes, it is. It's been repaired for a bit, probably. So now we have access to that. And especially once we control the Asmore gateway, that'll be...
Colony establishment has begun.
A big step in the right direction. All right, the Akalam colony is underway. Let's build mining stations in Iristula, or however you pronounce that. All right, that mining station's being built. We need to go out that way, but primarily I would like to get Dodonum 3 and Gidzarak in my territory. That is my sole focus at the moment. So you move here.
Construction completed. Construction completed. Construction completed.
All right, still waiting on a few reinforcements. Oh, interesting. There are species with unspent trait points in our empire. I'm guessing it's because we need to uplift the Hantak, which will give us influence. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's uplift them. They're on Oreb? Which world is the Hantak on? No, they're on Okul. So now that... Oh, okay, now that we control the territory, I see. It's giving me the option to uplift them. So we won't need to colonize that world. Let's add Okul to Abskaiki. However, the other one will need to be colonized. So Okul 2. Actually, let's terraform this to a continental world. Let's make it fancy.
Completed.
Let's make it fancy. Mining stations, please. Research stations. Those are already being reconstructed. Good job. I'm saying good job because the sector AI is on top of it.
Construction completed.
I'm going to bring you down to Rana and expand up that direction. As long as I have one construction ship beelining up that way, I can have the other ones doing different things.
Pre-sapient life forms have been
Nice.
uplifted.
So the Hantak now stand as a living testament to the scientific and technological might of the Unified Solar Republic, and we welcome them. And we got lots of influence for it. Holy crap, that just changed the game. So I forgot that happened. So let's go ahead and clear all of this out, if we can, with the resources that we have. It's questionable. Oh yeah, we can use sector resources to do it. Yay. And actually, since we have sector resources and now all this influence, one thing I'm immediately going to do is take a look at my sectors and see what kind of stockpiles they have. Yeah, they've got massive stockpiles. So we're going to go ahead and talk to the Vetria sector. They're going to give us a bunch of their resources. And now we can go to town. Alright, that starbase is already being built. Oh, this is awesome. That worked out really well. Let's get this construction ship back out over there. And we're about 30 minutes into this episode, so I'll stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to, I think, now that we have the influence that we just gained, the Hantak have been among us for several days now, all is well on planet Okul 3. So let's actually see, really quickly, before I finish that thought, let me check Okul 3. I could go ahead and modify their species too, make them even better. Actually, I have a bunch of species in my empire that I need to do that too. Hantak are the ones that need it, so let's go ahead, first of all, and create their template. God, you're ugly. Alright, so, I mean, they are. I like the idea of them being extremely adaptive. That would be their entire contribution, though. Nothing else. I like the idea of their being very strong. You know what? Yeah, let's make them industrious. Let's make them... We will make them somewhat adaptive. Well, no, I don't think that's necessary. Let's do traditional. Conservationist. Create template. Apply. And that'll take 6 months. All right. I'll keep the game paused. We're going to stop this episode here. Like I said, in the next one, we're going to keep expanding out this direction rapidly because we have that option now that we've got so much influence to spend. And I could... You know, one thing I could do is rather... Well, no. I was going to say I could use the influence on this edict that I haven't been able to do in a while, which is right where? Where are you? Joining optimizations, but we don't even have the influence for that. And I mean, it will last 18 years, which would be wonderful, but I don't think it's time for that yet. We'll get there soon enough, I think. We have 7.72 influence per month at the moment, which is insane. I'm going to go ahead and research, let's say, Devastator torpedoes. And yeah, we're going to spend our influence on expanding rapidly towards these systems and being able to add them in the next episode. We've already got a colony on the way. Well, this is being terraformed, but then we'll have a colony on the way there. And we can probably go to war with the XT-49 Eliminators as kind of a defensive measure pretty soon. The main thing I want is just that gateway, but these guys have sat between our Federation for long enough. Once we've taken care of that, I will probably consider moving away from the Ultor Committee as Federation partners. That'll be another thing that we do, because we've been talking about that in the comments for a while, and I think that is probably a good idea. So let's see. Yep, we got some upgrades coming. Second fleet, why don't you go ahead and upgrade as well, since you can travel so quickly to the Upskyki sector and back. Look at that. I mean, the gateway being ready is so awesome for that fleet's movement. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.